Sekala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed salutation to the Akim worldwide pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom, this is Brother Yahweh, come now lesson 35, the Bayah Dawida, the 144,000, the 1/3, men, women, and children that's scattered among these heathens. You understand? Who look like these heathens, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You are the most high chosen people. Just a quick lesson. Me, the brother from Brother Kwasha from GMS Barbados. We was having a conversation the other night. We was talking about the battle. The battle is within your mind. To get control of your mind. And this flesh, it war against your mind. You understand? That's why we gotta mortify this flesh. We gotta put this flesh to death. You understand? We gotta put this flesh in subjection. It's the spirit over the flesh, not the flesh over the spirit. So in this truth, a lot of vain thoughts gonna come into your head. A lot of things like to go against a brother, like to go against the elders and the apostle. These thoughts will come into your head. You don't give them thoughts no leadway. You rebuke them thoughts. Soon as it presents itself, you rebuke it. You don't allow them seed to take root. You understand? Because you allow them seed to take root, you're gonna become rebellious. So that's why the scripture said, guard up your mind. You understand? Guard up your loins as a man. You understand? And put his flesh to death. Put his flesh in subjection. You understand? This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. He said, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." You understand? So we gotta walk in these words. You understand? This is the only way we can put his flesh to death. Alright? Verse 16, he said, "For the flesh lusted after the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary one to another, so that he cannot do the things that he would." You understand? Right? So it's a constant battle because the flesh have desire to. You understand? And this flesh is corrupt. So you gotta put his flesh in subjection. Just like how we gotta be subjected unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We gotta mortify this flesh. We gotta put his flesh to death, as it says in Romans chapter 8. You understand? This is what we gotta do. Because this is the battle. All kind of weird thoughts is coming to your head. To go against a brother for no reason. You understand? No reason. Don't ponder on them things. Rebuke it as once, because the brother didn't do you nothing. You understand? The brother cool with you, the brother love you, but just these thoughts just come into your head, these demons just planting seed, to see if you're gonna take the bait. You understand? But rebuke it. You understand? If you know you're not strong like that, hey, the Most High give you tools. We have the name of the Father and the Son, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We can fast, we can pray. You got the brotherhood, seek counsel. You understand? The Most High give you tools to fight. The Most High will leave you out there without no tools. The Most High give you the spiritual tools to fight. You understand? So we gotta use those tools and fight. Right? We gotta fight. Right? You understand? Let me get this one. This is let me get this. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9. Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 14. It said, "For the thoughts of the mortal men are miserable." So the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. So when you take on these thoughts that come into your head, you're going to be miserable. This is why you got to rebuke them. You understand? And don't give no lead way. Don't let take no root. You understand? Right? He said, "And our devices are but uncertain." He said, "For the corruptible body presseth down the soul. So this is a corruptible flesh. These is chains of darkness. This flesh corrupt. You understand? So this is a corruptible flesh, and it pressure down the soul. So it's a battle, it's a constant fight. You understand? Because they got things that you can't do in this flesh that is abomination, and the flesh gonna want to do it. So your mind gotta be strong. And how your mind gonna be strong? You gotta walk in the spirit. You gotta feed the spirit. You understand? So the spirit could grow and be strong. You understand? Praying, fasting, keeping in these scriptures, being around the brotherhood, iron sharpen iron. You understand? Right? He said, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weighed down the mind, that muse upon many things. You understand? So you gotta put these flesh to death, you know, and guard up your mind. You know, guard up your mind. Put these flesh to death. You understand? As I say in let me get it. Say 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Right? 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 27. It said, "But I keep under my body and bringing it into subjection." So you gotta bring this flesh into subjection. Bring this flesh into slavery. You understand? You gotta bring it into slavery, into subjection. You understand? Because this flesh, this flesh, you see what's going on, our people out there, they're being ruled by the flesh, and they're being destroyed. They're being destroyed. You understand? Because spiritually they're dehydrated. You understand? Because they constantly feed with the flesh. They be conquered by the flesh. You understand? Right? He said, lest that by any means, when I preach to others, I myself should be a castaway. So, you know, there's a exhortation or admonishment to our brothers. You understand? We gotta, you know, speaking to myself first, we preaching this gospel, and we gotta keep this flesh under subjection. Or else when you preach the gospel to others, we myself might be a castaway. You understand? So the battle is in your mind. This is where the battle is in your mind. You know, some weird thoughts is coming to my head, you know, just to go against a brother for no reason. For no reason, the brother do me nothing. But these thoughts is just coming to your head, and let's rebuke it at once. You understand? I rebuke it in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua at once. I don't get no liberty. I don't ponder upon it. I don't muse upon it. I said, nah, rebuke the one time. You understand? They ain't right. You understand? Rebuke the one time. Right? Close off of this one. This is Romans chapter 8. Right? So the battle is in your mind. In your mind. So we most likely give you the tools to fight spiritually. Right? Most likely give you the tool. Most likely give you the tool to fight spiritually. Let's see. Right? This is Romans chapter 8 verse 13. He said, For if he live after the flesh, he should die. So if you live after the flesh, you're gonna die. You understand? You're gonna die if you live after the flesh. If the flesh rule over you, you're gonna die. If the flesh conquer your spirit, you're gonna die. Right? Because this is a corruptible flesh. This is a mortal flesh, so you're gonna die. Right? He said, but if he through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the flesh, through the spirit you put the flesh to death. You understand? You gotta put this flesh to death by what building up your spirit. The spirit gonna rule over the flesh. You understand me? You put the flesh to death. Right? He said, he shall live. And you're gonna live. You understand? So the battle is in your mind, as Elder Pastor Ramlad says, sometimes we fail, sometimes we win. You understand? So we got the scripture say our righteous man falleth 7 times. You understand? So when we fall, we got to get up and go again. Get stronger. Pray for strength. Pray for endurance. Pray to overcome this wicked world. Pray to overcome this corruptible flesh. Pray to overcome them wicked demonic thoughts that come into your head, to rebuke it and don't let it take no seed. You know, we have the tools. Alright, so this is a quick lesson to edify the Bayadawada. And with that, almost lesson was edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who do well at Great Millstone. A blessed salutation to the Akims worldwide who preach the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the Lord's elect.